Friends, welcome for the session number 2, class 9th, subject biology, the fundamental unit of life. So I am G.R. Chopde, PGT biology, JNV Sangli. So points for discussion, introduction. What are living organisms made up of? What is a cell made up of? What is the structural organization of a cell? Then summary, and at the end of a chapter I will give you a assignment. So in first session we have studied what is a cell, discovery of cell, and how you can observe cell in laboratory. So today we are going to discuss why cell is called a basic unit of life. As there is a division of labor, so there is a division of a labor. So due to this a division, okay, so there is a division of labor in multicellular organisms like human beings. That means the different parts of the body, okay, so different parts of the body perform different functions, like heart pump the blood, stomach digest the food. In the same way, division of labor is also seen within a single cell. So within a single cell, so there is also a division, because cell has got specific components called as organelles. So there are organelles. So each cell organelle perform a specific function, a special function. For example, making new material, that is done by chloroplast, clearing up the waste material, etc. So therefore, a cell is able to live and perform all its functions because of these organelles, So जैसे शरीर में organ काम करता है, वैसे सेल के अंदर, पेशी के अंदर organelles काम करते हैं. So therefore, cell is called basic unit of life. ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है, 2 मार्क का पूछेंगे. Why cell is called basic unit? Okay. Now, second part आता है, what is cell made of? Every cell has plasma membrane, nucleus and cytoplasm. Every cell, whether it is a prokaryotic or eukaryotic, in prokaryotic nucleus के जगह पर nucleoid होता है. It has special components. Our own special components को we call organelles. All activities inside the cell and interaction of the cell with its environment is carried out by all these organelles. Okay, all these organelles. For example, you can see the cell has a cell wall that is only found in plants. So but there is a cell membrane in both plants and animals. There is a cell membrane. So there is a nucleoid in the prokaryotic cell and there is a nucleus in the eukaryotic cell. But every cell has, that is cytoplasm. Okay, cytoplasm. So parts of cell membrane, nucleus, cytoplasma. In eukaryotic, nucleus, prokaryotic, nucleoid, and in plant, cell wall. We'll see that. What the cytoplasma contain? So cytoplasma contain organelles, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, Golgi bodies, okay, Golgi bodies, or there is a lysosomes, mitochondria, vacuoles, plastids, again only in plants, and centrioles only in animals. We'll see one by one in next also. So these are membrane bound organelles. Okay, but there are non-membrane bound organelles are also present. So only 2 are there, ribosomes and centriole. So these are non-membrane bound organelles. Now, the common cell parts, as you have seen in the diagram also, you can see plasma membrane, nucleus, cytoplasma, and that cytoplasma contain organelles. So this is the plant cell. Already we have seen in the experiment under the microscope. Thick cell wall is there And here you can see that is a cell membrane. Here you can see a cell membrane, and here there is a nucleus, okay, and large central vacuole. And here also you can see mitochondria, ribosomes, chloroplast, nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body, cell membrane, etc., etc. So first we'll discuss plasma membrane. It is outermost covering of cell and it is living. It is outermost covering of cell in case of animal and lies below the cell wall in case of plant. It is chemically made up of proteins and lipids. Very, very important, proteins and lipids. It separates the content of cell from its external environment. So that is the first function of plasma membrane. It permits the entry and exit of some materials, not all. कुछ materials को आने जाने देता है. It prevents the movement of some other materials. So therefore, it will regulate the entry and exit of molecules. Therefore, the plasma membrane or cell membrane is called permeable membrane, and that also selectively permeable membrane. वो select करके किसी को अंदर जाने देता है या बाहर आने देता है. Selectively permeable membrane. Why? Very, very important question. Okay. Now, what are the functions of plasma membrane? It regulates the movement of molecules inside and outside the cell. It helps in maintaining the distinct composition of the cell from the surrounding environment. It shows flexibility, flexible of the cell membrane, enable certain cell to engulf and take the food and other material from the surrounding. That is the main characteristics of plasma membrane that you can see even in a amoeba. Okay, so you can see here how in amoeba the endocytosis takes place. So this is a amoeba, living amoeba. You are observing under magnify 400 into 10 times. See that here the pseudopodia engulf this food inside, and this is their food, and result in formation of that is vacuole, food vacuole. So this engulfing of food inside is called as endocytosis. Okay, so this is amoeba, unicellular organism. Okay, this is the main function of plasma membrane where the cell wall is absent. Okay, so the same thing happens in our white blood cells also. Okay, now, so see here it is shown endocytosis, that is cell engulf food and other material from its external environment by plasma membrane. That process is called endocytosis, and the best example you can see in amoeba. Okay, amoeba you can see again there are two types we are shown. One is that is phagocytosis here, and another one is epinocytosis. So difference is that when the solid is taken inside, it is phago, and when the liquid is taken inside, it is pino. Otherwise, both are endocytosis. Now, transport of molecules across the plasma membrane. It is done by diffusion. What is diffusion? Movement of solute. Okay, see here, very, very important. Solute, movement of solute or ions from higher concentration to a lower concentration. That is lower concentration. So that is called random movement of molecules. It does not require energy. Therefore, it is purely passive transport. No energy is required. No energy is required. Example, the gaseous exchange of carbon dioxide or oxygen. So oxygen we take inside the cell, carbon dioxide we give outside. That is by diffusion process. Here you can see this side the molecules of dye are very high. You can see here. So here there is a high molecular dye, here low. So here higher concentration. So these solute particles will move to the lower concentration until there is a equilibrium attained. So diffusion takes place. Okay. Now, second, diffusion in our cell. How it will take place? The concentration of CO2 is low outside as compared to inside the cell. So what will happen to the CO2? So CO2, carbon dioxide, move out of the cell. That is from region of high concentration to the region of low concentration. So that is diffusion. Similarly, oxygen enter the cell by process of diffusion from outside to inside. Why? Because outside it is more compared to inside, high concentration to low concentration. So when the concentration of oxygen inside the cell is decreases, because it is used in respiration. Okay, very, very important. Come to the second, osmosis in our cell. What is osmosis? See, diffusion is the passage of solute, but here it is a passage of water, yeah, solvent, from a region of high water molecule, a high water concentration, through semi-permeable membrane. In diffusion, may not be membrane, to a region of low concentration. So it is affected by the amount of substance या solute dissolved, okay, कि उसके अंदर कितना solute dissolved हुआ है. So that is very, very important. Okay, see that amount of substance या solute dissolved in water, that will decide which direction movement will take place. So osmosis may be two types. End osmosis, that is movement of water या solvent into the cell from outside to inside. X osmosis, movement of solvent outside the cell, inside to outside. X osmosis. Okay, see here experiment. So here you can see there is a lower concentration of solute particles like sugar, and here is a higher concentration of sugar. Means here water molecules are high, here water molecules are less. So what will happen? So through this cell membrane, see here is a cell membrane. So the water molecules move from a higher concentration to lower concentration through the semi-permeable membrane. So this is semi-permeable membrane. So here solute will not cross, solvent will cross. Is it clear? Here in the below diagram you can see again the water move from an area of a higher concentration, okay, area of a higher concentration to an area of lower free water concentration. Okay, so that is called osmosis. See, depends upon the osmosis, there are tonicity, a concentration. What will happen if you put a cell into a solution of sugar or a solution of salt? According to that, there are three types of concentration. One is hypotonic. So what is hypotonic? So hypotonic, here you can see hypotonic. So the solution has a lower concentration of solute and higher concentration of water than inside the cell. Means low solute, high water, means dilute solution. Water molecules are free to pass across the cell membrane in both the direction, but more water will be moved into the cell, then it will go outside, a leave cell. Therefore, what is the result? The water moves from the solution inside the cell. Water moves, okay, solution inside the cell. So the cell will swell, and here what will happen? It will burst open. If it is an animal cell, if it is a C here, our RBC, so the net movement of water takes place from outside to inside when that cell is kept in hypotonic solution. Okay, so here also see, okay, now hypertonic, hyper, high. The solution has higher concentration of solute and lower concentration of water than inside the cell. That is called hypertonic solution, high solute, low water concentration. Therefore, this time the more water go outside the cell, then enters it. Therefore, what is the result? The water moves from inside the cell to outside. So therefore, the cell will shrink or plasmolized. Shrink or plasmolized. Here you can see the water is moving outside. Yeah, this is our RBC. Yeah, here you can see in a plant cell, see that the all inner content of the cell will come into one place. Okay, here it will shrink, there it is swell. Now, third one is isotonic, isosimilar. The concentration of solute in the solution is equal to the concentration of solute inside the cell. What is the result? Water moves equally in both directions. So therefore, there is no change in the cell size. It will remain unchanged. That is dynamic equilibrium. ओके सो दिस काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस ज्यादातर पूछते हैं एग्जाम में, क्या होगा अगर आपने प्लांट सेल या एनिमल सेल रखा है तो. सी हियर यू कैन सी द आरबीसी विल रिमेन सेम. या हियर आई हैव गिवन द सिचुएशन, दिस इज द आरबीसी, these are the plant cell. See lysed या normal cell या seed cell. Okay, देख रहे हैं आप इधर. So there are different positions you can see here, lysed, normal, seed. Here turgid, normal या plasmolyzed. See hypotonic solution, that is low concentrated. Isotonic solution, same concentration both side. Hypertonic solution, high concentrated solution. Okay, so this is with respect to inner concentration of the cell. ये याद रखना है, हाइपो और हाइपर अंदर कितना है. अगर अंदर से बाहर ज्यादा है सोल्यूशन कॉन्सेंट्रेशन, हाइपरटोनिक. अंदर से बाहर कम है, हाइपोटोनिक. दोनों तरफ सेम है, आइसोटोनिक. ओके. What is the importance of osmosis? In unicellular freshwater organism, most of the plant cell या animal cell gain water through osmosis. Entry of water will take place only by osmosis. Absorption of water by plant root is also an example of osmosis. Okay, so this is what you have studied. That is, will summarize. Cell is a unit of life, we have discussed. Every cell is enclosed by a plasma membrane, which is made up of lipids and proteins. It is an active part of the cell that helps in entry and exit of some molecules. Nucleus is there in eukaryotes, but nucleoid is there in prokaryotes. Transport of material takes place either by diffusion or by osmosis. Okay, so when you meet next time, we will discuss the other part of the plant like cell wall. Okay, so thank you for joining the class.